me just start this myth real quick that Kobe Bryant had formed super teams. People in the comments and people, I've been hearing this in the media too by people. Kobe played with Andrew Bynum and Paul Gasol. Kobe didn't win until he got Paul. Who the fuck was Paul Gasol before Kobe Bryant? A one-time All-Star? A good skill big? He was a good skill big. He wasn't like, who was thinking of Paul Gasol like he was an all-time great? Y'all do know Kevin Love was a top 6 player in the ESPN ranking. In the ESPN ranking, I'll make a video about that. Paul Gasol was never a top 10 player in any ESPN ranking whatsoever before Kobe or after. Before Kobe, after Kobe, or when he was with Kobe. What are y'all talking about? The 220 tower, Andrew Bynum, Paul Gasol. You know Andrew Bynum was hurt for the better part of the repeat. He got hurt. That's why Kobe got 61 points in the Garden. Lamar Odom was a bigger contributor to Andrew Bynum. Shaq in 2010 averaged more points in the regular season and playoffs than Andrew Bynum did for the Lakers. Shaq did more for the Cavs than what Andrew Bynum did for the Lakers, statistically wise. He was a non-factor. Like, I don't know why y'all hold Andrew Bynum to Howard Gordon because he had 2-7-4, too big. What the hell do 2 bigs mean? Andrew Bynum didn't come back, and he came off the bench in the 2009 NBA Finals. In the 2009 NBA Finals, he got hurt. The Lakers run that whole playoff run without Andrew Bynum, and they won a championship by Andrew Bynum coming off the bench, and then he came back to the final. He was coming off the bench. It was Paul Gasol and Lamar Odom. Thank you very much. And then in 2010, Andrew Bynum scored had a in a game 7 in the NBA Finals against Boston. He had 0 points. Like, what are y'all? Then super team Steve Nash and Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was coming out back surgery, was never healthy. Steve Nash was 40 years old with a broken leg. What the fuck are y'all talking about? He was 40 years old. He was no longer All-Star no more. What are you talking about? And when he got back healthy for the Lakers, they used him as a spot-up shooter. Kobe was the ball handler. So what Steve Nash did great all through his career, he wasn't with the Lakers because he was old and he wasn't at the same. What are you talking about? When the Karl Malone did average 20 but when he came to Lakers, he averaged 13, and Kobe number did shrink, but Gary Payton was 35, 36. When no longer the supersonic Gary Payton, and Karl Malone wasn't a 25-10 guy. He was. Stop making these false narratives, these false claims. Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum. What happened to Andrew Bynum when he went to Orlando? Nigga played half a season or 20 games with the Orlando Magic and was out the fucking league. People like say, what do players do when they leave LeBron James? Well, Kevin Love in the playoffs with the Miami Heat. Kyrie went to his own team and Boston made the playoff. Kyrie was 50, 40, 90 without LeBron James. 27 points a night. He won the highest field goal percentage, 3-point percentage ever. 50, 40, 90. 27-point game, made the playoffs numerous times. He's on the first time missing the playoff without LeBron in a very long time. Kevin Love now is in the playoff. Kevin Love was a 26, 13-point scorer. How many points Paul Gasol scored before Kobe Bryant? His highest scoring average was 28 points a night. Almost 21. Dude never scored over 22 points in his career. You talking about Chris Bosh, a guy that was 24 and 11 before he joined LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. Right before that summer, he was 24-11. Did more than, was a better player than Paul Gasol. Like, what are y'all talking about? LeBron James number 3 is better than Paul Gasol. And I think Paul Gasol is a better player than Kevin Love. All the time, I do. Because Paul Gasol was a better defender, better post player. But Kevin Love, because Paul Gasol won championships with Kobe. Kevin Love, now, since LeBron took his prime years, I would take Paul Gasol. But I think Kevin Love, overall, can do more on the floor for you than Paul Gasol ever did. But you're talking about the career-wise, Paul Gasol got a better career. Kevin Love is the better player, per se. Just like I did my top 10 list. So, this myth that Kobe Bryant played with, like, you dumb? Are y'all dumb? You dumb. Andrew Bynum was hurt in 2008 when Kobe lost to the y'all hold Kobe, y'all hold Andrew Bynum in so high regards. Y'all do know he was hurt when they made to the fight in 2008. So it's Paul Gasol, Andrew Bynum, and y'all hold Trevor Ariza. Trevor Ariza was hurt too. So two of their biggest two starters was out. But y'all don't bring it up. But y'all bring up Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving. If y'all want to bring up Andrew Bynum and Andrew Bynum and Trevor Ariza, Kobe had some good players. Then bring that up when he lost to Boston. Say just like y'all bring up when LeBron they lost to Golden State with Kyrie and Kevin Love. We say they gonna say what? Andrew Bynum and Kevin Love. Andrew Bynum and Trevor Ariza ain't comparable to Kyrie and Kevin Love, and I would agree with that. But for what they did for the Lakers, they were just as key. They were just as key. And then how y'all say like they really good play. Y'all say Andrew Bynum just as good as Kevin Love because y'all say he had 20,000. So you might have what? So y'all can't have it both ways. You can't say they ain't comparable. But stop bringing up Andrew Bynum as a comparable player to why Kobe was winning. You dumbass. Y'all like subscribe. I'm out.